What dreams? What does he mean by wet dreams? Think, Morticia, think. Wet dreams. Wait, could it be? Hey. Her fist flew to his chest. He didn't flinch, not even a little. What dreams? Do I look like a kid who dreams about wetting the bed? Screw you, bonehead. Klaus's face turned stunned. She doesn't know what wet dreams are. A chuckle tore out of his throat. She's so innocent, and he loved teasing her. You don't look happy to see me, bunny. I thought you'd miss me, but I guess I was wrong. Why would I miss a bonehead like you? Not only do I have my brother to tease me, but now you too. A few seconds ago, you even thought I'd wet my bed, she snapped, her voice just quiet enough not to wake the others. He chuckled. That's not what I meant. Whatever. I'm going to bed, she snapped and turned to leave. What about the bowl of ice cream you're craving? He asked, and she halted. Wait, how does he know? Klaus scoffed and went to get the ice cream for her. Here, you usually crave it in the middle of the night. He nudged her to take it. Take it and stop sleepwalking. Morticia glanced down at the ice cream and back at him. That's not what I came for, she snapped and marched back to her room. Slamming the door with a light thud, she held her chest. What was that, Morty? She mumbled, recalling how she had asked him to kiss her. Her face contorted into a frustrated one. I must be crazy. Why did I have to say that? Why? How is she going to face him tomorrow? Gosh, his presence was driving her crazy. She ran to her bed, buried her face in her pillow, and let out a scream. The next morning, Morticia checked herself in the mirror. Her hair was tied up, and she was wearing her favorite sweatshirt and trousers. Her white sneakers and handbag were neat, accentuating her beauty. Cute, she complimented herself and put on her glasses. Her eye condition was inherited from her father. Perfect. Mom, I'm off, she announced, heading down the stairs excitedly, but she flinched when she saw Klaus, all dressed up, as if waiting for her. Why are you dressed up? She mumbled. Oh, you're finally ready, Ava said from behind her before Klaus could reply. I told him you wanted to check out the campus. He's going with you. What? No. This isn't happening. Not Klaus of all people. What about Vincent? She asked. He's out with his girlfriend, Sienna. Let's go, Bunny, Klaus answered. No. He knows the campus better, and I. Ava glanced at her wristwatch. I'd better get going. Morticia wanted to retort, but her mother had already run out. Her eyes met Klaus's. If you don't want to go with me, then it's fine, he said. No, she said quickly. I do. I just don't want to bother anyone, she replied, and he nodded. Okay. Do you have your inhaler with you? Something about Klaus's voice made her want to hear more of it. It sounded sleepy, hoarse, and intriguing. No. I don't really need it, Morticia shook her head. She had been asthmatic since she was 14, but it had been more than 3 months since her last attack. What? Go get it. I told you not to go out without it, Klaus scolded. Fine. Morticia rolled her eyes and quickly went to get it. As Klaus waited for her in the car, he got a message from Dmitri. Baby, I heard you're back. When are you coming over? Attached to the message was a picture of her wet breasts, like she had taken it in the shower. He loved shower sex. Fuck it, he mumbled in a low voice. Is everything all right? Morticia asked from behind. Yeah, it's just a message from one of my bitches, he replied, not realizing how much the words had struck her. Let's go, Bunny. Holy moly. This place is huge, Morticia mumbled, staring at the massive library before her. The drive to the college had been a long one. Klaus had shown her several places around the campus. It was even better than she had imagined. Though school was set to resume in a few days, there were still students around. Morticia noticed how they dressed. She hadn't seen anyone else in a sweatshirt. Most were wearing something more stylish. Beside her, Klaus was glancing at his phone. Though deep down she was glad to have Klaus around again, another part of her thought this was a terrible idea. She would have to prepare herself to have her heart broken over and over again, just like in high school. "One of your bitches?" she asked, the sarcasm clear in her voice. "Yeah, different from the one this morning," he said, and Morticia rolled her eyes. Asshole. How did she ever fall for a jerk like him? "I'm hungry," Morticia snapped when Klaus kept texting. Klaus raised a brow at her. They went to the cafe, where Klaus ordered snacks and drinks. She sat and waited, texting Ria to tell her how awesome the school was. After a while, she looked up, wondering what was taking Klaus so long, only to see her worst nightmare. Fucking Dimitri, her senior in high school who used to taunt her. Stay away from Klaus, she recalled Dimitri's words and how she slammed her against a locker. Her eyes burned with fury. She remembered how she had tried to stay away from Klaus, but failed, and every time it happened, Dimitri would torment her. "What's she doing here?" Morticia mumbled, staring at the cold bitch wearing a slutty dress. The top was short, leaving her slender waist exposed, and her skirt barely reached halfway down her thigh. Her arms were covered in tattoos, and she looked even more dangerous than before. Behind her was a girl Morticia recognized from high school, Nika. She was the nice type. What was she doing with Dimitri? Morticia watched as Dimitri pressed her breasts against Klaus's back, and he didn't seem to mind. Her hand moved to his torso, trying to pull up his black shirt. This time, he stopped her, turning to face her. As soon as he did, she kissed his neck. "She's still clingy." "You haven't been replying to my texts, Sin," Dimitri said in a low voice. "I've been busy," he replied, handing his card to the man at the counter. "Doing what? Butting your nose into my business again? Spam me with your messages one more time, and I'll cut you off for good. Sorry for trying to invite you to my birthday party tonight." "You've forgotten my birthday," Dimitri said, pouting slightly. Klaus shrugged. "I forget a lot of things," he replied, walking past her. Nika spotted Morticia. "Isn't that Morticia?" Dimitri followed her gaze to the nerdy girl and frowned. "Oh God, they saw me," Morticia thought, snapping her gaze away, pretending she hadn't noticed them. "Your favorite," Klaus smiled, dropping a cheesy pizza in front of her. The sweet smell hit her nose, and she wanted to savor it, but the sight of Dimitri and Nika approaching shattered that thought. Please download Novels Ago and search the code in the upper left corner to continue reading.